Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I've got a special video. We are reviewing, as you can see, we got several special guests. We are hanging out and we are reviewing some amazing new artwork that is going to be Splinterlands related. I assume there's going to be some lore that we're going to look at. There's going to be some cool artwork. I think I heard there's audio elements to this, so I don't know at all what to expect, but I know that it's going to be quality because it's coming from King Arminius, the creator of the Time and Attention artwork banner, which I love, which I commissioned and which I'm super proud of. And you guys know it from, you're seeing it on my overlay on the video feed. You've seen it on my desktop of my computer. One day you'll be wearing it on some gear when we get around to that.
Hopefully.
And yeah, like I said, we have Jim Morgan, we have Aftersound, and we have SteveR here. Steve, this is the first time we've actually met, and I should ask: do you call yourself SteveR, or is it Steve, or is it R82? Like, what? Tell me what the name is and how you would say it.
So my name is just Steve, but Luke has pretty much said that for now on I'm SteveR because he likes the way that sounds in conversations better. And I kind of agree with him that since that's what's on my channel, I'll just go ahead and go by that because it works and it makes it maybe a little more unique.
King, if you can intro us, like give us a sense of what this is about, and this will be for the video. Give us a sense about what this is about. Okay. Who are you? What are we here for? And help the people who are watching understand.
All right, excellent. Well, first of all, thanks for being here, guys, taking the time out of your days to join me during this presentation. And basically what I'm going to show you today is a portfolio, a design portfolio that I've created for Splinterlands, because ever since I discovered Splinterlands last August, I've been completely crazy for this game. And I've been watching each and every one of your guys' channels basically to get as much content Splinterlands related as possible. And for me, my background is basically I come from a graphics design background, and that's what I studied in university after the German army. But that's basically the reason why I kind of like delved into creating a portfolio for Splinterlands. And basically that's what we're going to go through today and see and hear you guys' feedback and what you guys think about everything, and hopefully we'll have some positive reactions. I know you guys are Dwayne's on a tight schedule, so we'll definitely get into it right away. So the first concept basically of this portfolio that I started with was the current Splinter icons that you guys all know, that you're familiar with. And so basically I felt that some of them could use, I don't know, a little polish, a little update, if you will. And so just let's get into it and get right down to it. So these are basically the icons I came up with to kind of update everything, get it looking more sleek. I wanted to reduce these elements, because a flickering flame, I think, is a little more. I guess you could bring that or connect that more to a flame or a fire. I thought this was a little too complex, and I just wanted to simplify these elements. Same with water. I think you could just instead of making it a wave, something that's a little complex, just make it a water drop and try to simplify the symbols. The shape of the leaf, just get rid of some of the elements that are unnecessary. For the life icon, I actually tried to keep it mostly the same because I really like the way it looks. I just wanted to give it a slight accent, however. If you guys notice the icons of all the healing abilities, except for triage, but they all have like these sparkling stars, look like sparkling stars or something like that. And so that's something I wanted to implement with the life team, because they heal a lot. So that's one of their big metas. The death icon I wanted to update as well, because I thought it was a little, I don't know. I thought we could get a little more out of it. So I tried to make a little more refined version without losing the cartoony feel of it. And for the dragon, I tried to go a little more detailed. I think you can tell, make it look a little more like an actual eye or something. And yeah, for the neutral, just gave it a relatively basic update. I wanted to not change something if I didn't have to. Like I only wanted to change and update things that I thought maybe could use an update in that sense. So from this is basically like the simplified version. From this, I made these like energy orbs, if you will. So looks a little more.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. So basically, what my thinking behind this was anytime there's like a detailed version of the icons in the game, this is something you could use that's very detailed and refined. And then there's also like a simplified version of everything. It's just two-tone. So this would be like if you're doing daily quests, for instance. You know how you always have those icons. And yeah, so basically building up a infrastructure for the new icons. And so obviously you're gonna have to update the rarity icons as well. So I went ahead and did that as well. Let's see if it loads. There we go. So this is basically what it would look like if you updated it to the rarity icons and have it for each splinter and each rarity. You can kind of get a feel for it. But I also wanted to give you guys a direct example of what it would look like if you implemented this on a card, for instance, or cards in general. So I took some of my favorite cards in my collection from each splinter, kind of implemented. Let's see if we can get a little close so you can get a feel for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those look really good.
That does look really good. I like the way it looks, and I do like a lot of the redesigns you did up top too. That new life look was really good.
Awesome.
I really like the death one because it does the original does look really plain, and then the dragon one was crazy because the original one didn't even look like a dragon eye. It kind of just like this gold fleck that we knew was dragon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Also, looking at these icons, right? You have that glow around the circle. Adding like a glow to the frame as well could also make them pop even more.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's a pretty nice idea.
Can you go back up to those?
Oh yeah.
If you don't mind.
Or do you want me to zoom out so you can see them all, or
no,
is
you
it better like
just
this?
scroll up to right before the cards, because that part.
Oh, right before.
Yeah. So these right here, I don't know. They really pop for me because then you're able to kind of see. I love like the color contrasts based on like the rarity as well as that. And I guess it would fit kind of neatly into the cards as they stand. But I don't know, just this, whatever you're showing me right now looks really cool. And I like the way that you can kind of get so much information off of just like the different contrasting colors there.
Yeah, I agree, King. I think especially the fire redesign and the water redesign, to me, fire and water are the direct opposites. They are, at least in the historic battles, like fire was very different than water. Water was typically magic and fire was typically melee, and they were, I think, probably two of the most powerful, and I think they still are. It's nice that their symbols are very, very similar, but it's very clear that the flicker on the fire you can see the bend at the top and how that looks like a flame, and then the water droplet like how it's perfect, and it looks. I love how it's similar, but it's visually distinct. Love it.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and then the clear outlines, and I do like this is an interesting setup because you not only see what rarity the card is, but what team the card is just from looking at it, and that can get a little confusing nowadays with the different backgrounds in all of the cards, especially on the gladiators. The gladiators have that really kind of off-colored background, which is throws me off sometimes.
For sure. Yeah, no, that's actually one of the main reasons why I wanted to go in this direction is to, like Steve just said, of course, you're going to see a red card, for instance, you're going to know it's red, but for the most part, like a new player, they're going to see these symbols in the middle, and they're always going to be different colors. Like here it's gray, here it's blue, here it's purple, and the new players might not understand that connection there, but Yeah. Well, what my basic thinking was is I wanted these cards to feel like they're like this is their heart, you know, the heart that's powering them. This is like their energy source, and this is what basically powers the card up. So that's kind of the look I was going for, essentially. And yeah, this is how it would look implemented all the cards. Let's see.
You know, also, if we look at a little bit more detail on the Chaos Legion cards, let's scroll up to Grum, please.
Yeah, my favorite card. My new favorite card.
And even the Oceanus and the Mycelia, they all have this, right? The gold that is on the frame right to the left and to the right of the icon, you know, you could even zoom in a little bit. On Oceanus, that glow that's also on the frame just to the southeast and southwest of it, you know, it makes a really good contrast in colors and, you know, adding more to that overall glow to the card. And especially on the Grum, to where you're looking at the gold icon and the red and gold for him. Look at that. That's just like that's nuts. Oh, and he's wearing a championship belt, so it looks like part of the belt.
This is a good thing about Vectors. Yeah, man, it's like a wrestling belt.
Yeah.
It's true. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
With that glow, it really pops out more, and it makes it much more obvious as to what the rarities of these cards are. Just because it attracts so much attention there.
Nice.
Yeah,
excellent.
It looks very it actually looks three-dimensional. Like I think that's what I'm seeing when listening to Jim. Right at the edges, it almost looks like it's concaved, and so the center is popping.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of shadows and you know,
very cool.
A lot of shadows and stuff going on there.
The glimmer in the bottom area of it as well. You know, that little
like
shine
this reflection
right
here?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted it to look like an actual jewel. You know, some kind of jewel that's been inlet into the card.
Yeah. And then you also have like the white glimmer to it in the top left as well.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little sparkle.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at a bunch of the older cards, and that glowing ring makes it pop so much.
Oh, I'm pretty excited to show you guys the rest, man. That was just the beginning.
We see the details. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm a detail freak. Like the more detail, the better. Sometimes I may overdo it, but I feel like each little detail, even if you like zoom out, there's a reason why this looks different.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you see it when you zoom in, what the reasons for that are, but there's just something like even when it's further away, it's just you can tell the little details they shimmer through.
Yeah.
All right, so basically we got this done, right? That was the first the first set of icons we made. Next, I wanted to tackle the Splinterlands logo, guys. I'm gonna hopefully not get too much flack for this one. So this is basically I felt this like the jaws of the icon up here. I thought we could like grab a little more out of that, you know, refine that a little more. So I took that and made something that looks a little like this.
Oh, man.
It's got eyes now.
Yeah, I wanted to give it character, you know, because like I felt like maybe the eyes would give a little more interesting aspects to it.
To me, it looks like a snout.
So
it looks like a snout and like big, ferocious red nostrils that are flaring, ready to attack.
Oh yeah,
well, I can see that too. Yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah, like that's the nose, like you were saying. Yeah.
True. Okay, that was my intention.
I see the face more, but when you say it that way, I can see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you change the color of these, you could get more of that nostril effect, and then add some eyes, then definitely that'd come across. So basically, this I also wanted to refine the rest of the logo. This isn't it. So basically, I created those big energy or those energy orbs for each splinter. So I want to bring it all together and this logo.
Ooh, that really changed it up.
Yeah, that is a lot different for sure.
Mm.
Those logos definitely stand out and work together well.
Yeah, the color wheel, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So could you guys see this actually in the game, like as the actual Splinterlands logo?
It looks like it's ready to be a banner, or not a banner, like a logo that would be on merch. And just recently we heard
Yeah.
Aggie saying that they think they're big enough that they can start doing that. So I think this is better to me than the badge or whatever you would previously call it. Yeah, man.
The
Oh,
only
you
thing
mean
I would
this?
say with the logo though is with Splinter and Lands being on separate lines there,
Mm.
it makes it look like they're two separate words, and I believe the way that the game is spelled out is one. So I don't know if there's a way. It's gonna make the font or the size of the font much smaller,
Mm.
but I feel like I don't know. That's the one thing that stuck out to me with this. Otherwise, I love the way the colors pop. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even if say you took out the Splinterlands, right? Go back up to the older logo or the actual logo.
Mm.
You know, you could still take
Still the
like that
actual,
gold frame and just pretty much merge the color
That's
wheel
true.
along with that logo right on top of it as well.
Yeah, like just
And you know,
like
kind of merge it together.
make them make
oh, you mean like up on here?
like use
Yeah, something along those lines.
yeah, that could be cool.
And then get rid of the stuff at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing that bothered me with this logo is if you're working in like graphic design and you make a home page for somebody or a flyer or any kind of brochure or whatever, as soon as you have a logo that gets like very elongated like this, it's not the best thing to work with. Usually you want something that's square or circle. So you always have like when you go onto a website, right? You always have those little pictures that represent the website. And if you have this thing, it's kind of hard to, put in certain areas. And so my thinking there was just to kind of, retain the feel of the old one using the colors. That's why I got the turquoise in the back here. And then the gold is from this.
Yeah.
But I can definitely get down with what you just said, Jim, is putting the new icons basically around here and just layering it around there.
Because you can also see the curvature of the logo, the real logo, and that whole circle design kind of just can fit right into it.
Yeah,
you
I can see that.
And then just like extending the gold frame around all of it, if they wanted to still keep how they have the name in there, and then those colors exactly.
Yeah, that's true. You have like this area right here. You're absolutely right. You could use that.
Dennis, to your point though about you want something rectangular or whatever. It's they have an interesting design choice there, and I don't know. This is gonna date me, but maybe some of the other guys can know where I'm coming from. But when I'm looking at the word Splinterlands in the original logo, do you guys remember like Microsoft Word 95 or 98, like word art, and how they would have those weird fonts where like it would be all wavy? That's exactly what it looks like. So I might offend somebody on the Splinterlands team if they design it. That's what it reminds me of. So
the wavy
see...
or the one where it's like big and then goes to
it's like,
small.
Yeah, it's like getting squashed in the middle. And I'm like, I know somebody worked really hard on that, so I'm not trying to tear it down. It just reminds me of like the Microsoft 98 word art.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I to that point, we all watch the town halls all the time every week, and I think they've often stated that like at the beginning when they started making Splinterlands, that some of the things were more like rushed to get done, and I think some of these elements are possibly that's kind of what happened there. Is they wanted to get a finished product out on market, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's best to get on the market than never do anything. So rather, start something with a not fully polished product, which you can still polish, over time. So I think that's kind of the case with Splinterlands, and that's why some of the things probably just need a little more refinement, and then give it that polished look.
Yeah, I know one of the things I could see that this could totally replace is every time they drop a background now in those AMAs, It's this beautiful piece of art and this really weird little tiny old Splinterlands logo that they hide in a corner of the artwork, and it always bugs me because even if I want to use it, I'm like, I don't even like that Splinterlands thing. It's too small. You can't see it. It doesn't pop. It looks really bad next to that art. If you stuck this on that page instead, then I'd be like, okay, that's a much better logo on the artwork. So I could see that going there for sure.
Yeah.
I do wonder though, the two words, if that would be an issue or not. I mean,
no, I can definitely understand that, because right now the word mark is written together. You know, it's definitely contracted together. So that was definitely something I was thinking about as well. I just thought it was the most elegant way to get everything in that, you know, that ideal form, and that's why I made that decision. But I can definitely, I can definitely understand you guys' feedback and criticism on that point.
Again, none of us are on the team, so we can't really speak for them. It was just something that came up to me, so I thought I would mention it to you.
Oh no.
I do think it fits into the lore though, because you know it is the lands that were splintered and the overall idea. I think that just the logo has always put it together as one word.
Can I be like, if I can give you guys a little insight about this? Like, while I was making this, at the back of my mind was what Aggie says, or has said a couple times at the town hall, is that he wants to make this into like a theme park one day. So I was kind of like, that's the image I had in my head. It's like Splinterlands.
Like that's like over the gate as you're walking in.
Yeah, exactly. It was like kind of like Jurassic Park from that kind of feel, you know. Yeah, that's kind of what I had in my head. And once I had this right here, easily enough, I was able to make like a mock-up for an SPS token. So that would be the next concept I want to show you guys.
Ooh.
Heads and tails.
I want a gold I want a physical gold coin that is that.
So do I.
I want 3 billion of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That would be very nice indeed.
Can I buy this for 15 cents right now? SPS token?
Well, you can buy the digital version, that's for sure. I don't know about an actual physical version.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Maybe they'll make it one day.
Poker set. A poker set, Dennis. We need a poker set.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's true. So the next concept I wanted to show you, this is just a small thing that I made because of this. It was relatively easy to make. But the next thing I wanted to do was, you know, the symbols on the cards, these ones, the ones that are same for all cards. I did something similar to what I did with the splinters. I made like an update for each. So let's see. This is what we have right now.
Okay.
That's soon enough, I think. All right, so I refined them to these versions.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I
like
wanted the
axe.
mana, the mana to look a little more like there's actually like magic powering it, and there's some kind of energy behind it. Same with the magic attack. I wanted to give it a little more. Oh, somebody calling me. There you go.
It looks a lot like poison.
This?
Yeah. I just get a poison feel from it.
Because of the bubbles.
Poison feel. Well, I tried to keep what they had, and if you look here, they had this like bubble form.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give it like similar effect to how you had on the rarity icons and the Splinter icons, like a glow effect, because I think magic needs a glow, right? It's like the first thing I would think of, that there's some kind of energy behind it.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I wanted to get things to feel like they fit together, you know. I didn't have anything with the ranged icon. I just wanted to get it a little more refined. If you see the fletching and the arrow point and stuff, the red colors, trying to kind of integrate it with this icon. And I think this was supposed to be like a shuriken, but I think it looks more like a saw, a saw blade.
Yeah.
And So I was like, okay, I don't know if that's like a weapon, but I think they went for that because it's like more circular.
Mhm.
But I wanted something that feels more like my, melee attack. So
Yeah.
I think an axe, an axe puts it like, kind of brings it down to the bare bones.
Yeah.
What that's concerned. And then the shield, I just wanted to spruce it up a little more, rather than just a wood texture. Give it that like middle-aged look. For the speed icon, I tried to get rid of this because I didn't feel it really added anything.
Yeah.
And I actually like this boot with the wings, but I updated the wings a little bit. But for the most part, the boot I actually tried to trace because I don't actually mind it for the most part.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, I didn't want to change anything if I didn't have to. And same for the heart, I just wanted to maybe give it a little more oomph, make it pop a little more.
Did you try overlaying any numbers? Oh, there we go. You answered my question. There it is.
Yeah, see now the
This
magic.
thing you're about to show us?
What's up?
Nothing. I was just talking.
Okay. All right, and so basically, so you guys can see what this would look like on a card. I took the Venari Bonesmith so you can get a feel for it. How it look in game.
Yeah.
And that's with the updated icon right here. And if you notice, like the font right here, it's the same one that I used right here. Because I think it has a lot of character. I like it a lot.
Okay.
I thought it looks really nice with those numbers.
Nice.
At least that was my feeling. I mean, guys, chime in if you need to.
Everything you added to the card just pops so much.
Yeah.
That it brings my eye to those things before it brings my eye to the character, which is an interesting change.
Well, there's a reason for that. I don't have like the high quality version of the card, so I had to make screenshots from the website, right?
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that Splinterlands will probably have like a very high definition version, high resolution.
Yeah.
And when you import these vectors, because these are vectors, that's why they look so crystal clear. You can zoom in here forever. It'll, it doesn't really show the pixels. Like you always have a perfect line. See that?
Holy.
And if you go, if you go here, you can see the individual pixels.
Yeah.
So that's why they definitely look cleaner. But my hope is that one day you would have like you wouldn't just have the NFTs in game, but like you could like click on it and then see like a high resolution version of it, and maybe connect some other things with that I've been thinking about. But I'll show you that with the other elements. Now I'm looking at the time though, and I see we're a little short on time because of Dwayne, I think, right? Missing.
Okay, so now we can see it, and I think hang on, press play and let's test it and see if it sounds, if we can hear it.
Yeah, we can hear now.
There's the sound.
Oh, there you go.
Holy cow.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
Big upgrade, dude. Yeah.
We're
Even the dragon.
Gold foils today, guys.
Oh, Archmage?
Even the
That's a $5 million card.
That's my favorite card that I'll never have.
I love it.
All right, now I can't wait to see Waka.
So basically, I just took one card from each card series that they brought out, and gave it this new Goldify effect. And on the last one, I tried to implement it with all the new logos as well. Oh, why is that thing there?
Wow.
Yeah, I like that
I
a
really
lot.
like the Adelaide.
Wow, that is like so different than the regular card. That's actually kind of cool because right now when you get a gold foil, you just really get, like you said, like a yellow outline of the exact same card.
This looks like an actual NFT now.
Yeah, man. And
you don't even know what I like, what kind of plans I have of making like some Uber NFT that has a bunch of elements to it. But yeah,
the cards spin.
Let's see what
flies
is. What's up?
I said now the card spins and then she comes flying out of it, right?
that'd be dope. Well, actually, that's actually something I've been thinking about, because Nate said in one of the town halls that like they don't want to they don't want to they don't want to go into 3D too soon, or eventually they want to do it, but it brings a lot of complications with it. But I've been playing mobile games like on my cell phone for a while now, and there's games nowadays have like really good graphics for a cell phone game. And I think most of the modern cell phones, they have some pretty good computers inside that can handle some pretty graphics intensive games nowadays. So I don't think, even if you did make Splinterlands a little more 3D, you know, keep the cartoon effect, but you can make things 3D. Like if any of you've ever played what's it called? You see a bunch of YouTube videos all the time for this game. It's a mobile game.
Shadow Legends.
Yes, there you go. Thank you.
I knew it.
That's exactly the one. I think that's the one you see the most commercials for.
Yep.
But I mean, if you look at that, they have like amazing 3D models in that game, and it's a pretty simple game, similar to how Splinterlands is also a simple game. So I think you can definitely implement those things. So that's like my hope, is that maybe one day you have this card, and then you can also like, you click on it, and then like you said, right, you have this 3D model of it that like jumps out, and that's also the one that would like be active in battles and stuff. Because I think that'd be pretty dope.
Totally.
Similar to like what you had in Yu-Gi-Oh, or I think card series animes like that.
Yeah, they did the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh.
So that's kind of like what I was thinking, and yeah, that's definitely the portfolio so far. I think, wait, now that the sound is working though, I can actually show you the land concepts with sound.
I do like the gold one. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to save the best for last, if you will, because I think gold foil legendaries are what make this game, right? I mean, it's what everybody wants to get at the end of the day. And I wanted that to be like the most special thing.
Yeah, they're definitely. There's no feeling better than seeing that gold come up on that legendary card when you flip it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's see. Wait, I gotta share the screen again. And this would be like the last thing I show you guys real quick, just so you can get a feel for it. All right, share.
Wow.
So you have a little fishy swimming around in there.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's kind of annoying that I can't show you the other one that I did, because I made like a concept for a castle. So I'll definitely have to let you guys see that in the post I'll do later.
Nice.
But yeah, I basically thought, like, take the land, you pull the card, and then you actually have like a land you can visually look at, and okay, this is my plot of land that I've claimed, and always just have like a bunch of little animations that are working throughout that. And I'd actually want to go more interactive than this even. This is just the starting concept to kind of give an idea of what's possible. But to be honest, like if somebody gave me the chance, I would build all of Pretoria in 3D, however long it takes. And then I think at the end of the day, that's eventually their goal anyways, is to, you know, get everybody to be able to go 3D into that Splinterverse. And hopefully, you know, I can go visit Dwayne's plots of land, and maybe there'll be some benefits through that, or I don't know. This is the cool thing about Splinterlands, and this is why I would love to work for them, is they're open for new ideas, and they continually like change. You know, they continually try to upgrade and improve, and that's what why I made this portfolio, because I just wanted to show them like some areas that I've seen, that I've noticed that you might be able to, or you could improve, in my opinion. And so far, I think from your guys' feedback, you guys agree. So yeah, that was basically the whole thinking behind everything. Maybe you guys want to take some time, because I know Dwayne has to go now. If you want to get any last thoughts out?
I think I should.
One thing.
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I was going to say quickly, that last image showed us was his new redesign of the the logo and the image of the Earth kind of like in another form, and they definitely stand out better. And that's what I was kind of envisioning when I said you could throw that into those backgrounds and it would look better than the Splinterlands logo that they hide in the corner currently. So definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. It looked really good.
I thought it looked.
Well, that's the thing, because when you're square or circle, it doesn't get pulled, because as soon as you got to shrink that thing down, that's why it gets so small. Like the single elements, you lose their details, and then you don't know what it's about anymore. So that's why, yeah.
Okay, guys, I really need to go, but I thought that was awesome. King, I think it looked awesome.
Thanks,
I think they're going to be excited to see this. I know the community is going to be excited to see this, and there's no doubt that they started in one place and they're continuing to grow what that was, because like you said earlier, they didn't make those, none of the artwork they chose previously was a final iteration. Alpha cards look so different than beta cards. And you've seen an evolution. This looks to me like it's consistent and complementary to that evolution. So I think that's going to be fun for people to see, and I'm pretty confident that you're going to turn some heads here, bud. Appreciate it,
dude. Thank you. Thanks for the words.
I want to give a shout out to everybody that came, and we have Jim Morgan, HNH. You guys need to check him out. SteveR82, Aftersound Gaming, and the artist here, King Arminius himself, guys. Join us in Discord, and you can see that you can talk to this guy, and he's in Time and Attention, my guild, and we're glad to have him. And guys, thank you all for coming today and taking the time to enjoy this art with me and this kind of background. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.
Sure.
Dwayne, before you go, I just want to say that you are about to release the first eye candy for land. How does that feel?
That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Scooping, we scooped even Splinterlands on it. Guys, really sincerely, I appreciate all of you guys. I'm looking forward to Steve sitting down with each of you separately. I'm not sure when, but soon. And thank you guys for making the time today. But I gotta go.
Thanks, Dwayne, for hosting.
Same here. Thank you guys. Thanks to Dwayne for everything, for helping me make this possible, and definitely thank you guys for giving me your time today. Really appreciate it.
Allowing us to see it. It was great.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Bye for now, guys.
Awesome, guys.
Have a good one.